Hi guys, this is Vidya and I hope you're doing well. Today I'm reviewing a toy brand that I actually heard from you all. So in one of my previous videos I asked for recommendations for Indian toy brands that are good quality and locally made, ethically sourced, and many of you highly recommended Shumee Toys among other brands. So I was really excited when someone from Shumee reached out and asked me if I wanted to try some of their toys. This is not a paid video, but I was sent a couple of toys to review and all opinions are obviously my own. And I've also teamed up with them for a little giveaway, which I'll talk about towards the end. So you can try out some of their toys as well. And if you're new to my channel and are interested in videos like these, I have a 4-year-old little boy and I have been making videos on pregnancy and motherhood and early childhood, lots of toys and book recommendations in my videos. So if you're into something like that, please consider subscribing. With that, I will get into these two that I have right here. The first is a little cook set that comes with some utensils, a plate, a little cup and some wooden play food and a couple of spatulas. Box came in a cardboard box with zero bubble wrap, and even the inside was not wrapped in plastic like some of the other brands like Melissa and Doug. Even though the toys are wooden, they come wrapped in a thin plastic film. So if something like that bothers you, you'll find this very appealing. So I was impressed by the quality first right off the bat. We're looking for good quality wood that doesn't chip or break easily. And the toys themselves are pretty open-ended like you would expect from most wooden toys. And there are a couple of play foods that my son has put some leaves in here. We have a kitchen utensil set from Hape, which comes with similar pieces like similar pots and pans. So this is Hape and this is Shumee. I like how these are slightly bigger and they have the same kind of texture and feel to them. So my son really does not find any difference between these. Not that it's some kind of a standard, but these are very similarly well made. I think the quality control is pretty good. They don't have any splinters, at least in the set that I received. Some pieces have painted accents on them, but they have used safe non-toxic paints, and that too sparingly. Like not everything is just covered in paint like you sometimes see in wooden toys, and that's something you want, right? You want to feel that natural texture. So on their website I see that their toys are mostly open-ended and they appeal to different age groups, and I've seen that most of the toys are pretty standard compared to other toy brands. Some things are interesting, like those kalamkari block prints. They look really good. I want to try those out next time. And also the pickler triangle, I feel like it's a good price compared to some of the other more major brands. One thing I would love seeing in the future from a brand like this is more Indian themed toys, although I think they are getting there. So maybe sometime soon in the future we'll see more people dressed in Indian clothes. I would love seeing a lady in a sari or a lady in a salwar kurta, or Indian farm animals like the buffalo, and Indian foods like the idlis or puris or mangoes or guavas, things like that that are more relatable to Indian children, right? I think right now they are aiming to replace some of the major toy brands in your collection. Like if you want to replace some toy brands like Melissa and Doug or Hape or Plant Toys, they have the same exact replacements in Shumee, which is really good because it's locally made. I believe their manufacturing is all in the south of India, and they work with local artisans. That's another thing we notice, is the price of the toys is a little bit higher. But I wouldn't hold that against them because these are good quality toys and I expect them to last a long time. They're open-ended, so I know my son would play with them for a long time. And I wouldn't mind paying a little bit extra just to a company that makes sure that its artisans are being paid well and treated fairly, as opposed to buying something inexpensive from like a huge corporation that may be employing, cheap labor and exploiting them to keep the costs low. I will admit that not everything I own is responsibly made or ethically sourced, and most of the stuff I own is probably made in a factory somewhere and that I don't even know about. So I know it is hard to make responsible choices and find stuff that is not creating mountains of trash. There are some things that I cannot replace, like my son loves Legos, and I haven't found a suitable replacement for Legos that is not full of plastic and not creating a bunch of waste. And some people do a really great job of reducing waste and sometimes even going zero waste. But if you're like me and you want to take just that first step, you could start by replacing something that you would buy anyway, like toys for your children or gifts for your friends, with a more ethical brand like this. Or there are many more in the market available like this, and I love hearing suggestions from you as well. And if you think that it's not such a big deal to make these small changes, I would urge you to think again, because apparently the toy industry is $20 billion, a market of $20 billion every year. And 90% of the toys that are made are plastic toys. Plastic toys are not good for the environment. That aside, they're not good for our children. If you're thinking about recycling, they're really hard to recycle, and they end up in a landfill because they break or they stop working, or our children get over those shiny plastic colorful toys very quickly. So this is a market that is huge, and it makes a huge impact if parents like us make those first few steps, right? So I would not take toys for our children lightly at all. So I will not talk about the carbon footprint, because these toys were made in India and were shipped all the way across the world to me, so I will not pretend to have a small carbon footprint. But if that's something that you are thinking about and more conscious about, is to reduce the carbon footprint, these would be really good as well, because they are all made locally in India. I almost forgot to show you the second toy that they sent me, which is this little wooden rattle. I think they have a bunch of these in different designs on their website, and this seems to be a really well-made toy. So really sweetly packaged, perfect for gifting if you're in the market for some gifts for loved ones. And with that, let me get to the giveaway. There'll be one winner for this giveaway, and the winner will receive this rattle from Shumee. And to that, I'll be adding a gift card from Amazon worth 2,000 rupees, so that you can try out some other toys that you wanted to, or buy some other things that you would like, you know, books maybe. To enter the giveaway, the rules are pretty simple. All you have to do is leave me a comment down below saying entered, and tell me one thing that you would like to see on my channel in the future. That's it, and I will put it down in the description box as well. I will pick one winner and contact you over the comments, and I will see you in one of my next videos. Until then, take care. Bye.